What's up, everybody? Happy Wednesday. Hope all you're having a great day so far today. It is super hot. It's going to be another heat wave today. I thought we were going to be done with that shit, but I guess not. Anyway, getting into this episode of Days. Listen, I was here for this whole episode. This whole episode was the shit. Um, Jake is such an idiot. Like, he really is. I just look at him and laugh because I'm like, how stupid and obtuse can you be? Like, seriously, you can't be this stupid. A part of me really be thinking that he's playing, like he's playing dumb. I said, because there's no way you're this dumb. Like, Gabby literally has to lead him by the nose. Like, she's sitting there basically telling him about the spyware that she put on Philip's computer, which any email he sends out, anything he does on that computer, passwords, whatever, she can see it. You know what I'm saying? Jake was looking like a baboon, like a deer in headlights. Like he had no idea what she was talking about. I'm like, fool, you don't get what she's saying to you? She put spyware on the computer so she can get intel. Then this idiot had the audacity to say, what's phase two? What do we do now? What you mean, what do we do now? It's obvious what you do now, idiot. You wait. You sit and you wait. You gather information. Why do you think she put the spyware on the computer? To see what he's up to. So she can use it against him to get Victor to kick him out of the company so she can take over. Damn, it's like, does she got to give you a step-by-step playbook? Like, are you, I be really wanting to know, is Jake really a Demira? Like, are you really Stefano's child? Are you really? You got a woman leading you by the nose? Stefano would never. Stefano would never let no damn woman lead him by the nose. Stefano does the leading. Like every plan Stefano came up with was all from here. It's like, come on, Jake. Come on now. I understand he wasn't raised by Stefano, but you are the blood of Vivian Alamain and Stefano Demira. And he seems very just slow. Like, and then he had the nerve to sit there and suggest to Gabby, maybe I should be CEO. Excuse me? Gabby was looking at him like, no, the fuck you're not. This is my plan. I'm like, exactly. Your woman came up with all this plan. Like, this whole idea was hers, not yours. And you think you should be CEO? He talking about, oh, I have experience. Dum Dum, she has experience too. She created a whole company, a whole brand that has taken off and made a fortune. It's made a lot of money. Even Philip said that they're on track to even surpass revenue this quarter. Like, surpass their expectations for this new quarter coming up. Jake, what have you done? You haven't had any success that she has had. Not even a tenth of the success. Not even a third. And I think him not wanting to work for Gabby is a man thing. It's an ego thing. Like he don't want to work for his woman. Same thing when he was at Demira Enterprises. He thought he was talking about, oh, because I ran a conglomerate. I was CEO. Okay, and you were CEO just because your last name is Demira. Because biologically you are a Demira. That's why they made you CEO. You're aloof, like you're an idiot. You have no business experience, not any real business experience. Normally, I don't like to underestimate people. I really hope Jake is just playing stupid because I'm just watching the episode and I'm like, there's no way he's this dumb. Like, you're not this stupid. And then to think that you're qualified to run that company, I think a baboon would be more qualified to run that company than you, sir. Um, I have a feeling though that, like I said, I don't think this plan is gonna go off the way Gabby thinks it is. I think Jake is gonna find a way to sucker himself into that CEO chair. I'm more confident than ever. That's probably what he's gonna try to do. And I'm gonna need Gabby to stop trying to play Victor because she was like, "Oh, I'm gonna destroy Philip, take him out as CEO, and then that old coot Victor. You gotta stop talking shit about my dog. You gotta stop calling him an old coot. y'all gonna y'all gonna put some respect on Victor Kiriakis' name and stop playing with him and check his credentials. Um, that's what we're not gonna do. Like we are definitely not gonna play that game. But I'm just not feeling the Jake character right now. I can't take him serious. Like I cannot take that man serious at all. I say, Gabby, you need to keep a close eye on that one because he gonna try to play you. Like, I don't know. I part of me just really wish that he's not this stupid though. Like he's really playing dumb and suckering Gabby in maybe. You know what I mean? Like, because I was like, there's just no way. There's just no way. That's why I kind of missed the Stefan character because Stefan was way more smarter than this. Like Jake just seems like a dope. Like he just really does. So anyway, moving on from that. Ava looked like she was seeing red when she saw Nicole and Rafe cuddled up on that couch. That's until she heard the full story from Nicole about why Rafe was comforting her about the whole Eric debacle and Sammy. Listen, Ava snapped up real quick. She went from being a little angry at Nicole to having Nicole's back. Like she was like, "Oh, Sammy did what?" She was like, "Oh no, we gonna pay her ass back." I was like, I love me some Ava because Ava don't play. Ava, she ride or die. She was ready to go to war with Sammy just that fast. At the snap of a finger, she was ready to go to war. She was like, okay, we gonna pay her back, but Nicole said, nah, not necessary. I already got her ass back. And she explained what happened or whatever. Ava was impressed with Nicole, but Nicole doesn't take any happiness. She's not gloating because she feels like, what good did it really do? She was like, my marriage is still over. Chances are Sammy and EJ probably gonna get back together. So she was like, it's a hollow victory for her. I mean, like I said, I love the fact that Nicole is not really taking, any glee in all of this. But at the same time, that's where me and Nicole differ because I would have been sitting around that apartment happy, singing and dancing and two-stepping. Revenge can be a very sweet thing if you do it correctly. And so Ava suggested that, they go take her and Rafe take her out to dinner or whatever, take Nicole out. And Nicole, she declined it or whatever because she was like, I want to be alone and whatnot. But Ava was having flashbacks of past conversations that she had with Nicole and that she had with Rafe, making her think that, something is going on it's more to the story between Rafe and Nicole. And, the way Rafe was looking at Nicole and touching on her arm and she kept staring back at him and staring at Ava, they all just kept awkwardly looking at each other. And I'm just like, Ava's not stupid. She's not stupid. She knows something going on with Nicole and Rafe or about to go down with them. She know it. Like, at least she's not blind about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, she see the signs, especially from past conversations that she's had with them. You know what I mean? So at least she's not going into this stupid and she's going into it with both eyes wide open on the two of them. And the way she was looking at both of them, she knows something is up. And now that Nicole and Eric are done, it opens the door for Rafe and Nicole to hook up. So I was like, okay, at least Ava on her motherfucking P's and Q's. You know what I'm saying? Some people just get dumb and just, let that slide by them or whatever. Ava said, nah, I got my eyes on both of y'all. I don't trust shit. And she trying to get a job with Nicole at Basic Black or whatever. So this little love triangle is about to get messier and messier, and I like it because it's gonna be some shit. So anyway, moving on from that. So I was super happy that Philip was pissed off at Chloe. You know what I'm saying? Like, and Chloe tried to talk about me and Brady are just friends and we're co-workers and that's all. That may be all in your mind, but clearly that's not all in Brady's mind. Like, Brady wants more with her, and Chloe knows that. And I don't blame Philip for feeling the way that he felt because when they went to the anniversary party, not Nicole, my fault. Chloe, I'm getting all of them mixed up. Chloe was all up on Brady. Like, he was all up on her. Like, he would not give her a second to breathe. And it was like Brady and Chloe were over here. Philip was over here. But it's really supposed to be Chloe and Philip over here and Brady over there. But you're over there with Brady, though. Shouldn't you be standing with your man throughout the party? I'm just saying. And if you really go back and watch the anniversary party, they were around each other the whole time. Like, the entire time of the party. Even when Philip tried to go talk to Chloe, Brady kept interjecting. It's like, come on. you know, and Chloe didn't help the situation because she never once tried to get near Philip or nothing. She was comfortable standing near Brady the whole time. I'm like, shouldn't you be with your man? Like, can you really blame Philip, you know, for not wanting to be around you right now? You know, I couldn't blame him. And then he stayed at the pub for hours waiting on her. And she talking about, well, I just went home and went to bed because she claimed she never got his text message. Talking about, oh, you didn't send me a text. He said, yeah, I did send you a text. We all actually saw him send the text. So, yeah, he did send it. And when she looked at her phone, she was like, oh, I didn't even see this. Yeah, because you too busy running your ass behind Brady. That's why you didn't see it. So it was like Philip was justified, you know, but in the, you know, they end up making up or whatever. And I mean, I do agree with Philip though. At least he acknowledged that he was being childish about certain things and stuff, especially at the party. Because he was like, him and Brady have been very childish where Chloe is concerned. Like they were acting like they were back in middle school. I was like, so I'm glad he acknowledged it, and you know, it's like let it go. But I'm glad they worked things out for the moment. You know what I mean? But I have a feeling that this whole Brady situation is not over with. Like, it's going to be a problem going forward. Um, so he explained to her about his role in the whole Sammy debacle and giving a letter to Nicole and stuff. Chloe didn't give a fuck really. I mean, she wasn't totally okay with what Philip did, but sticking it to Sammy, Chloe really wasn't mad at it. She was like, you know, I don't blame you. And I'm glad that him and Lucas had a chance to talk and stuff like that. You know, he apologized to Lucas and, you know, they patched things up, so that was good. But Philip needs to pay more attention to business because I'm like, homegirl Gabby done put some spyware on your computer, and I'm gonna need you to like catch her. You know what I'm saying? Before it's too late and before Victor tosses you out on your ass. Like you need to focus a little bit more on your business because he noticed that his computer was freezing up and stuff like that, and then it started working. I'm like, yeah, because she put that spyware up there. That's why it froze. I'm like, come on, Philip, get your IT people on it to look into it. Like my computer froze like that, and then all of a sudden it started working. I'm gonna get some IT people to come look at it, you know, to make sure it's on the up and up, make sure it's right. So anyway, moving on from that. Um, listen, that whole scene between Lucas and Sammy was gold. That whole thing was just the shit. I love that entire scene. Like so much raw emotion. And I feel like with Lucas, honestly, I feel like he wanted EJ to see that letter. He admitted that he did, but he didn't want to hurt Sammy, so he decided not to use it. But my thing is, A, you would have either you should have never took it out of the fireplace then. You should have kept it in the fireplace and let the bitch burn. Or B, instead of crumpling it up and throwing it in the trash, why didn't you tear it up into pieces and throw it in the trash? I think subconsciously he wanted Philip to take that letter. He wanted him to do it. He could sit there and complain and cry all he want. Oh, Philip betrayed me. I told him not to do that. You wanted him to do it. You wanted him to do it. You may have told him that you weren't going to go along with it, but tearing it up and but crumpling it up and throwing it in the trash when you could have tore it up, you wanted him to take it. In his mind, he wanted him to do it, and he did exactly what you wanted him to do subconsciously. That's why you did what you did, because you wanted Sammy to be with you. And he's sitting there telling Lucas was telling Philip like, oh, you know, he wanted Sammy to see EJ for who he really was. I'm pretty sure she's seen EJ for who he really was years ago. They've been together off and on since what, 2006, 2007. Like, come on, she's seen all of EJ's anger numerous times, so she knows who he really is, and she still wants to be with him. That's her choice. But I'm gonna tell you right now, a wounded and angry EJ is a dangerous EJ. Because the way when he was talking to Kristen on that phone, you could see the venom in his face. You could just see it. You could hear it in his tone of voice. Like he was ready to go ape shit. Like he was ready to reap havoc on Samantha. Like he's ready to go off on Sammy ass. Um, I don't think kicking her out the mansion is gonna be good enough for him. There's no way just kicking her out the mansion and filing for divorce is going to be enough for him. Because we all know EJ. He's going to want to make her suffer. But I do agree with Sammy today, though. Because Sammy is definitely me. You ain't about to kick me out no mansion that you don't own. He's sitting there talking about, oh, Harold packed up your stuff and put it in your car. I would have kindly told Harold, can you please take that stuff out of my car and go put it in a separate bedroom, please? That's what I would have done, because you ain't about to kick me out no mansion that you don't own. And that's exactly what Sammy told him. I'm about to go to Gabby's house, and I'm going to tell Gabby, I'm going to see if Gabby's going to let me stay at the mansion. I said, exactly. Who the hell is EJ to kick you out? EJ really thought he had power in that. And you could see the look on his face when Sammy left. He knew that he had no trump card where kicking her out was concerned. But he vowed to Stefano's portrait that he was going to get Sammy back, because he was like, nah, she ain't about to make a fool out of me and get away with that shit. So Sammy ended up at Rafe's house or whatever, knocking on the door, but Gabby and, Jake were upstairs canoodling, and somebody grabbed her from behind and knocked her out. I was like, oh, so EJ must have got one of his men to take Sammy, because EJ's the only one who knew that Sammy was going to Rafe's house. So I was like, EJ set that shit up. I wonder what he got planned for her, because whatever it is, it ain't going to be good. It ain't going to be nice. It's going to be some consequences and repercussions for Miss Samantha Jean. Because we all know how EJ get down. Like, when EJ's pissed off, that's a bad thing. And there's no telling what he might have planned for Lucas next. Because there's no way. He may be pissed off. He may be pissed off at Sammy, but he's equally pissed off at Lucas too. So there's no telling what type of revenge he gonna get on him. It's gonna be some shit. I can't wait for this. This is gonna be good. This is gonna be real good. Hit the comment section. Let me know what y'all thought about this episode. I will see all of you later. Have a great day. Peace.